Assalamu alaikum. I am Amiyo Bhattacharjee. I will take higher mathematics class today. I'll discuss some MCQs regarding straight lines. I hope you will cooperate. Thank you very much. At first, let's discuss something regarding ratio. To determine ratio, to determine ratio. Okay. How we can find it? Suppose we had a long discussion regarding finding ratio. Okay, at suppose a straight line intersect x-axis, or a straight line joining 2 points intersects x-axis or y-axis. Determine the ratio at which the x-axis or y-axis divide the straight line, right? Anyway, so suppose this is a point. It is x1, y1, and it is another point. Suppose it is x2, y2. Okay. We find a straight line by joining the points. Okay. And we have to find here m1. Suppose it is m1 and it is m2. We have to find m1 is to m2 equals to what? Right? Is it? We have to determine m1 is to m2. Now, suppose if I draw a perpendicular here, this is a perpendicular and this is also a perpendicular. Okay. Perpendiculars have been drawn here. It is x1, y1. What is meant by this? From this is O, so this is x1. Definitely up to this it is x1, and it is y1. For this it is x1 comma y1. Similarly, we can write this is y2. Okay. Now see what's happening here. Here we have got two triangles. So this angle and this angle, they are equal to one right angle individually. Okay. Now this angle are vertically opposite angles. That's good. So remaining angle, this and this must be equal. Okay. What is meant by this? It means these two triangles are equiangular and they are similar. And we know if two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are proportional. That means we get the formula m1 by m2 is equal to y1 by y2. Okay. When, and it is applicable for x-axis. Similarly, we can find m1 by m2 equals to x1 by x2, and it is applicable for y-axis. Please try to understand. We don't need to do a math like one page or 2 pages. No need. We can easily determine the ratio. Okay. So the formula is m1 by m2 equals to y1 by y2, and for y-axis it is m1 by m2 equals to x1 by x2. Please write down these two lines. Now let's try to do some maths. Suppose this is O, it is 2, 4, and it is suppose 5, minus 3, 5, minus 3, and we will find the ratio. Suppose it is M1 and it is M2. We have to find M1 is to M2. Okay? What is to find here? M1 is to M2. That's good. See, M1 is to M2. So we get M1 is to M2 equals to M1 by M2 is equal to, what is written here? Y1. So it is x1 y1, it is x2 y2. Y1 by y2. Formula is y1 by y2. So what is y1? Y is 4. And what is y2? Though it is minus 3, but we will not consider minus. So it is 3. So our ratio is 4:3. Math is done. Okay? You understand? Suppose another point, please see. Suppose a point 1, 2, 1, 2, and I have taken another point 4, 5. Okay, another point 4, 5. I have to find the ratio. Okay, cut by y-axis. What is meant by this? This is like this, okay? Well, here M1 by M2, as it is y-axis, formula x1 by x2. Where it is x1? x1 is 4. And what is x2? x2 is 1. So ratio is 4:1. Okay? Now, the interesting fact, the interesting fact. At the previous question, what was this? Actually, it was, at the previous question, it was actually minus 3. This is minus 3. Okay? That is negative. You understand? If it is negative, then it is internal. Intersection. It is internal. It is positive. When it is positive, then it is external intersection. Please try to understand. Moreover, suppose it is y1 and it is y2. Have you seen? This is in the positive direction and this is in the negative direction. Positive, negative. So when we will get the result negative, it means it is internal division. When we'll get the result positive, it means it is externally division. Try to understand and write me if you don't understand. I am giving you another example. Suppose this is minus 2, 3, minus 2, 3, and suppose this is 5, 7. Okay, 5, 7. I have given 2 points, and it is M1, it is M2, and we are told here to determine it is minus 2. Yes, it is minus 2. It is minus 2. We are told here to determine M1 is to M2. M1 is to M2. That means M1 by M2. At which axis the straight line intersects y-axis, right? So for y-axis, I told you what is the formula? x1 by x2. What is x1 here? 5. And what is x2? That is. So our ratio is 5:2. Now, interesting fact is that another way, it is 5 by minus 2. x1 is 5 and x2 is minus 2. It is negative. So it is internally division. Okay, you understand? Internally division. But if I go for x-axis, that means if it is extended, I am showing you, if this line is extended, then it intersects at x-axis at this point, x-axis. So here the ratio will be, what the ratio will be here? Okay, M1 by M2, it is for x-axis. M1 by M2 for x-axis, what is the formula? Y1 by Y2. Y1 by Y2. So what is Y1? Y1 is 7 by 3, that is 7:3. And you see that it is positive sign. 7 by 3 positive. As it is positive, so it is externally intersection. Okay? It is externally intersection. So our question may be given in which ratio it is divided, or the question may be given like this: is it internal intersection or externally? Okay? So what comes to conclude, that is, if it is positive, I am writing it. If it is, I am writing for x-axis, M1 by M2 equals to Y1 by Y2, and for y-axis, M1 by M2 equals to x1 by x2. M1 by M2 equals to negative. That means internally intersection. M1 by M2 equals to positive. That means externally intersection. Okay. So these four must be remembered by you to get the answer very easily during MCQ examination. Okay, just remember these four, and it will be 100% easier for you to get all these MCQ questions regarding this. If you have any question, just let me know. You really don't have any question. That's good. Okay. Now, I'll try my level best to make you understand about finding the slope to determine I know all of you know it, right? That's good. Actually, y equals to mx plus c. Here this m is for, what is m? M is here. So very good. Okay. So if any equation is written like this, ax plus by plus c equals to 0, we have to get this equation in this format to determine the slope. That is by equals to minus ax minus c. Okay. So y is equal to minus a by b x plus c by b. That means in this straight line, this is our slope, right? This is m. This is equal to m. So in short, m is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Please write down. Write down this formula. M equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Please write down coefficient of x minus coefficient of x and coefficient of y. This is minus. Okay. M equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Okay. Now, suppose it is written 3x plus 5y plus 7 equals to 0. What is the slope? So what will you do? M equals to what I wrote? Minus coefficient of x, that is minus 3 by y. Math is done. Try to understand. Minus coefficient of x, I repeat, please try to understand. Minus coefficient of x by the coefficient of y. Okay. To determine the angles between two straight lines. To determine angles between two straight lines. Okay. Now I am going to determine the angles between two straight lines. That's good, you know this very well, but for MCQ I am showing you some techniques. Okay, see. What we know, actually tan theta is equal to plus minus m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Is it the formula? And you will tell yes, sir, it is the formula. That's good. Now see, plus minus, for a while we think that there is no plus minus. Okay, for a while let us think that there is no plus or minus. Forget it. Okay. So what is theta? Theta equal to tan inverse m1 minus m2 by this one is the theta. And you know its formula is theta equals to, what is the formula? Can you tell me what is the formula? Tan inverse m1 minus tan inverse m2. This is the formula. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse x minus y by 1 plus xy. This is the formula. So I think all of you will write this. Write down the formula. Theta equal to tan inverse m1 minus tan inverse m2. All of you are required to write down the formula. Okay. This is the shortcut technique by which you can determine the angle between two sides. Two straight lines. Suppose two equations are given, y minus root over 3x plus 5 equals to 0 and root over 3y minus x plus 6 equals to 0. Suppose two equations are given. The equations of two straight lines are given. Now we have to find the angle between them. Okay, that's good. Can you tell me from this equation what is m1? m1 equals to what? What is the formula? Tell me. Minus coefficient of x. Now what is the coefficient of x here? Minus root 3. So it is root 3, that is minus, I am writing here, from this equation, m1 equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y, that is root over 3. And from here, m2 equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y, that is 1 by root 3. So what's the angle between them? Angle theta equals to tan inverse m1 minus tan inverse m2. That is tan inverse m1 is root over 3 minus m2 is 1 by root over 3. We know this is 60 degree and this is 30 degree. 60 degree minus 30 degree, that is equal to 30 degree. This is the acute angle. If two straight lines intersect like this angle are equal, okay? And they are vertically opposite angles. This angle and this angle are also equal. So it is acute angle. If you are told to determine the acute angle, your answer is okay. Now if you are told to determine obtuse angle, what is the obtuse angle? Other obtuse angle will be 180 degree minus 30 degree, that is equal to 150 degree. So no need to give plus minus sign here. From here we can easily determine acute angle and obtuse angle. Okay. Okay, let's try for another example. Another example, minus y plus 1 equals to 0. And x minus y plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, determine the angle between the two straight lines. Very good. From here we get a1 equals to what? As I told you, minus coefficient of what I wrote, minus coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is root over 3 and coefficient of y, that is minus 1, that is root over 3. And from here m2 can be written minus coefficient of x minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Coefficient of y is minus 1, that means only 1. So theta equals to formula tan inverse a1 minus tan inverse m2. You know this is 60 degree, this is 45 degree. So we are getting 60 degree minus 45 degree, that is 15 degree. Okay. Within 3 or 4 lines, you can get the answer. You can determine the acute angle as well as the obtuse angle. Obtuse angle 180 degree minus 15 degree, that is 165 degree. If you fail to understand, please write me. Okay, sorry. Next, it is your turn to do or to find the angle between two sides. Okay, find out. What is the angle between these? 3x minus y plus 5 equals to 0 and x minus 2y plus 1 equals to 0. X minus 2y plus 1 equals to 0. Find the angle between these two straight lines. This is your turn to do. What is m1 here? m1 equals to minus coefficient of x minus coefficient of x, that is minus 3, by coefficient of y, that is minus 1. So it is 3. What is m2? m2 is equal to, in the same way, minus coefficient of x, that is minus 1, and by coefficient of y, that is minus 2, is equal to half. Now you just write down theta equals to tan inverse m1. So what is m1? m1 is here 3 minus tan inverse m2. What is m2? m2 is here half. Now it is your turn to answer. Please let me get the answer quick. Okay, the answer is, can you write what is the answer here? No one has written. What is the answer? What is the answer here? That's really very, very bad. None of you. Anyway, you have to use the calculator here to get the answer. Here, the answer will be, if you use the calculator, you will get the answer 45 degree. Okay? Dear students, you have to get something here about finding the point of trisection or bisection like this, or we are required to determine the fourth vertex of a quadrilateral, okay, where three vertices are given. In this way, suppose we all know if something is increasing means what? Increasing means what? Addition. And decreasing means what? Just subtraction. Okay. We have to remember this. Okay. And suppose this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, in this way. If I tell you what is the, suppose you are here at first, you are at the point 1, you were, okay, now you are at the point 4. So what is the distance between these 2 points? What is the distance? Definitely 3 units, 3 unit. Okay, what you have done? What you have done? You have done 1 minus 4 or 4 minus 1. Definitely you have done 4 minus 1 to get 3 unit. Okay, that means the greater one minus the smaller one. Okay, and distance cannot be negative. Okay, but if I tell you what is the distance between this 1 and minus 3, 1 and minus 3, what will you do? What will you do? Minus 3 minus 1 equals to minus 4? No, it is wrong. Here the greater one is 1. Okay, greater one is 1. So 1 minus minus 3, that is equal to 4. So what comes to the conclusion? That is, distance cannot be negative, and distance between 2 points means, can you tell me what is the meaning of distance between 2 points? Is that distance between 2 points means difference of the position, difference of the position of 2 points, difference of the position of 2 points. Suppose one was here at the point 1, now it is at the point 4. So you understand the difference, okay? Okay. Okay. Now, suppose a point is given 7, 8 and it is 9, 12. Okay, we have to determine the midpoint. So what will you tell that, sir, it is really very easy. 7 plus 9, 7 plus 9 by 2, 8 plus 12 by 2. Okay, you will tell it right. That is 7 plus 9 equals to what? 16 by 2, 8. This is 8 and it is what? 12, 10, that is 10. Okay, I know that all of you can determine the midpoint of the straight line by joining this and these points. Okay, that's good. But I will do this math a little bit in the hard way. Suppose, please see, what is the distance between 7 and 9? Just let me know. What is the distance between 7 and 9? 2. 7 and 9 is 2. 7 and 9, the distance is 2. So as it is the midpoint, okay, so this is 1 and this is 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. It is the midpoint, right? Okay. So this is 7 plus 1. It is increasing. So it will be added. I told you, increasing means added, addition. So this is increasing. So 7 plus 1 equals to 8. Again, 8 and 12. What is the distance between 8 and 12? That is the difference. Distance is 4. That is, it is 2. It is 2. 8 plus 2 equals to 10. Interesting fact is that, please see. 8 plus 1 equals to 9. Again, 10 plus 2 equals to 12. Have you seen? Okay, I am giving you another example. Okay. Okay. I am giving you another example. Suppose you have to determine the distance between the points 1, 2 and 5, 10. We are going to determine the midpoint. The midpoint is to be found out. The midpoint. Okay. That is, this is 1 and this is 5. What is the difference? Is 4, not minus 4, is 4. It is equally divided. That means it is 2 unit, it is 2 unit. You understand? 5 minus 1 equals to what? 4. So this is the midpoint. So it is 2 unit, it is 2 unit. So 1 plus 2 equals to what? 3. Interesting fact. 3 plus 2 equals to 5. Have you seen? Okay, good. Again, the difference between 2 and 10. 2 and 10 difference 8. 8. That means it is 4. It is also 4. So it is increasing. So 2 plus 4 equals to 6. Again, 6 plus 4 equals to 10. Okay. This was really very easy. But when in case of trisection, please see, for determining the point of trisection is really very important for your time. Suppose this is 1, 2 and this is 10, 17. We have to determine the trisection points. The trisection points. Okay. That means this and this Okay, we have to determine the coordinates of this point and this point. Okay, what will you do? Just see. I know that for this you use a formula. Sometimes you forget the formula in the exam hall. But what I am showing you is the shortest technique to answer the MCQ. Please see. Pay attention. What is the difference between 1 and 10? 9. Is it? How many parts are there? 1 part, 2 part, 3 parts. Okay. So 9, that means it is 3, it is 3, it is 3. Now see, 1 plus 3 equals to what? 1 plus 3 equals to 4. 4 plus 3 equals to what? 7. 7 plus 3 equals to what? 10. Have you seen? Okay. See again. 1 and 10, the difference is 9. Okay. That's good. So 9 has been divided into 3 equal distances to get as 3 unit for all the equal distances. 3, 3, 3. Okay. This is 1 and it is increasing. It is increasing. 1 from 1 to 10. It is increasing means addition. I wrote it at first. Increasing means addition. So 1 plus 3 equals to 4. 4 plus 3 equals to 7. 7 plus 3 equals to 10. I think you never thought it, right? Okay. Again, what is the difference between these 2 and this 17? I know all of you tell me, sir, the difference is 15. Okay. Difference is 15. 15 means 5, 5, 5. 3 5s are 15. Again, from 2 to 17, it is increasing. Increasing means what? Addition. That is 2 plus 5 equals to 7. 7 plus 5 equals to 12. 12 plus 5 equals to 17. I think you have enjoyed it, right? Okay, another example. Seven 5 minus 2 minus 1. You have to find the points of trisection. Suppose the points of trisections are this one and this one. We have to determine the coordinates of these 2 points, right? Okay, pay attention. What is the difference between 7 and minus 2? Let me know. 7 and minus 2. 7 and minus 2, that is 7 minus 2 equals to 9. Have you got it? 7 minus 2, I told you distance at first. From the very beginning. Okay. That is 9. Now 9 is to be divided by 3 to get 3 everywhere. That is, it is 3, it is 3, it is 3. To get 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals to 9. Okay. Now, you have to think. We have gone to minus 2 from 7. Is it increasing or decreasing? Definitely decreasing. If it is decreasing, then it will be minus. If it is decreasing, then it will be minus. So, 7 minus 3 equals to 4. 4 minus 3 equals to 1. 1 minus 3 equals to minus 2. Okay. You see again. Sorry. 7 minus 3 equals to 4. 4 minus 3 equals to 1. 1 minus 3 equals to minus 2. Again see. What's the difference between 5 and minus 1? What I am telling you? 5 and minus 1. At first I told you 5 minus minus 1, that is equal to 6. So it is to be divided by 3. So we can write here this is 2, this is 2, this is 2. Okay. Similarly, like the previous one for x, it is decreasing. From 5 I have gone to minus 1. My position has been changed. Okay, that is decreased. So 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 equals to 5 minus 2 equals to 3. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 equals to 1. 1 minus 2 equals to minus 1. Have you seen it? Do you have any question regarding this? Please write me. Okay, I think you have got it. Now, the most important part to determine the fourth vertex. Fourth vertex. What I am mentioning you? Fourth vertex. Suppose 3 vertices are given. You understand? 3 vertices of any quadrilateral are given. We have to determine the fourth vertex. Okay, see. Suppose this is a rhombus. This is a rhombus, okay? Now, the points are given, suppose 2, 5, 5, 9, 6, 8, and we have to determine this point, okay? What will you do? We know that the diagonals of a rhombus bisect at right angles, right? So you will find the midpoint of this diagonal, and we will also find the midpoint of this diagonal, then just equating these two ordered pairs and you will get the result, right? Okay, that's good. I'm not telling that it is a very bad idea, but see my one, you can answer it within 30 seconds. You understand? Okay. Rhombus means what? Suppose rhombus, a square, rectangle, parallelogram. These 4 have a common character. You know what is the character? Is that their opposite sides are always equal. Have you thought? Yes. Their opposite sides are always equal. Okay? This side and this side are equal. This side and this side are equal. For all these 4 quadrilateral that I mentioned. Anyway, so just pay attention here. You can do this math within 10 seconds if you pay attention. Okay? Start. What is the, as I told you earlier, what is the difference 2 and 5? Answer what? 3. This is 3. From 2 to 5, it is increasing. That is addition. 6 plus 3 equals to 9. Have you seen? From 5 to 9, difference is, this is 4. 5 to 9, the difference is 4. It is also increasing. So 8 plus 4, have you seen? Our answer is done, you know. Interesting fact is that its midpoint 6 plus 5 by 2, 11 by 2. It is also 2 plus 9 by 2, that is 11 by 2. And another most important thing you see, please see. Distance of these 2 and 6 is what? 4. 5 plus 4 equals to 9. You understand? Again, distance of this 5 and this 8 equals to what? 3. 9 plus 3 equals to 12. I think you have got it. Okay, let's discuss another quadrilateral. In your book, there is a math regarding parallelogram like this. A math is given in this way, where the coordinates are given 2, 3, 4, 7, and 1 minus 2. We have to determine the fourth vertex. What I told you. You have to find the difference 2 and 4. 2 and 4. What is the difference? Definitely 2. Okay. From 2 to 4, it is increasing. So 1 plus 2, and you know these and these are equal. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. Right? Again, what is the difference between 3 and 7? Is 4. It is increasing. Increasing means addition. So minus 2 plus 4. Minus 2 plus 4 equals to 2. That is done. Okay? And the math. It is your turn to do. So get ready. This is a square. In your book, suppose, okay, I've got a math like this. 8, 8, then 9, minus 5, 9, minus 5, and it is minus 5, 7, minus 5, 7. This is a square. We have to determine the fourth vertex. Okay. That's good. What is the distance? What is the distance between 8 and 9? 8 and 9. Okay, do it. You do it. And let me know, please. I want to see. Who is the best one? Okay? I am not getting any answer. Anyway, you see, the distance between, or difference 8 and 9 is 1. Okay, and it is increasing means addition. So minus 5 plus 1. Minus 5 plus 1 equals to what? Minus 4. Yes. Minus 5 plus 1 equals to minus 4. Again, the difference between 8 and minus 5. 8 and minus 5 is equal to what? 13. Is it? This is 13. This is 13. And 8 to minus 5, it is increasing or decreasing? Definitely decreasing. If it is decreasing, then it is minus. So 7 minus 13. 7 minus 13. What will be the result? 7 minus 13. That is equal to minus 6. And it is the answer. Okay? My dear students, now I will discuss a tough math that takes about 3 pages to do, okay, forming 6 equations. But you can do this math within 3 times 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, you can answer. Okay, see. This is a triangle, okay? In this triangle, our midpoints are given as by, these are the midpoints, these are the midpoints. They are given as by 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 0, 5, 0. It has been given from your book, 5, 0 and 4, minus 2. 4, minus 2. Okay. Now you have to determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. Have you got me? That is, you have to find the coordinates of the, suppose it is A, B and C, suppose. You have to determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. Okay. What will you do? You will form 6 equations, right? Okay. Then you have to calculate minimum 2 pages to get the value of x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. 6 variables, 6 equations. So it will take a long time. Okay. Now see what I am doing or what I am going to show you. Okay. That's good. Suppose I am going to determine these vertex at first. If I join this, then, okay, have you seen the figure? Now, it is wholly and fully a parallelogram, you know. Okay, it is a parallelogram having pair of opposite sides equal. That means, it means this and this are equal. Okay, these two sides are equal. These and these are also equal. Now see one thing. From 2 to 4, I will say distance 2 to 4. What is the distance? 2 to 4 is 2. From 2 to 4, distance is 2. 2 to 4, it is increasing. Yes, it is increasing. So 5 plus 2. So 5 plus 2 equals to 7. Have you got me? Anyway, 4 and minus 2. 4 and minus 2. The difference is 6. And it is descending. It is decreasing. So again, 4 and minus 2. 4 minus 2 equals to what? 6. Okay. So what we are getting, it is decreasing. So 0 minus 6 equals to minus 6. Have you seen? I have got the point. 7 comma minus 6. Okay, suppose I am going to show you another thing. Suppose it is found. Okay, so we can omit it now. Suppose this line, they are joined. Okay, is it? So what will we do? We have to find this one. We have to find this one. Okay, so see, from 5 to 2, 5 and 2, the difference is 3. Okay, and it is decreasing. So 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3 equals to 1. I repeat, 5 minus 2 equals to 3. So 2, this is 2, it is decreasing. So 4 minus 3 equals to 1. Anyway, 0 to 4, the difference is 4. 0 to 4, difference is 4. It is increasing. So minus 2 plus 4, minus 2 plus 4, as it is increasing, so it will be positive. By addition, minus 2 plus 4 equals to 2. So we have got the answer 1 comma 2. So I think in the same way you all can find this. Now find it and get me let me know. What is the answer? Let me know. What is the answer? Its answer is similarly 3 comma 6. Okay. Dear students, no more today. Thank you very much that you all were with me. Okay, I'll try my level best to take some classes. I mean, when I didn't have any class, I don't have any class. Okay, I have a class with you on Thursday, so I'll try my level best to take some classes. Okay, on other days. Anyway, thanks a lot. Best of luck. Bye bye.